Yeah, it affected me, I mean, in a way that kind of, I matured later. I kind of, everything was kind of, I had to reprocess things 3 or 4 times over. So that's why I excelled at sport, because there's always, with people with additional needs, there's always one thing that they're good at, and there's always one thing that they don't exceed at all. There's never really in between. So I excelled at sports, but could not do maths. Like I was maybe in S2, S3 doing like S1 maths, you know, whereas in sport I was like above in the class, you know. So it's that kind of, for me it was that's a difference in it, and it was also I just could not look at people, couldn't talk, just couldn't even go and, like, I first went on a train and bus at, I think it was 14, 15 years old, you know, and first did a sleepover when I was in primary 7, so that would have been 12, 13 years old, you know, and it was a really hard thing for me because, you know, I kept autism hidden the whole through kind of my childhood, primary school, and it wasn't until 2nd or 3rd year was when I was like, right, you know, I needed a lot of additional support in school. I didn't want my mates to laugh at me. I didn't want people to say, oh, why is Tom staying off school? Why is he not coming here? So that's when I told people and was more open. And since that day in school, that was the day that kind of a weight fell off my shoulders. And I was like, this is, like, everybody accepted who I was, and it felt like a relief and emotional, because I thought people were going to be like, oh, you're weird, you're different, you know, just because you got a label doesn't mean we're different people, you know, we're all the same at the end of the day. And then it was when I first did strongman, it really kind of got to me when I had like all the cameras on me, you know. With football, I wasn't at a high level, so it was just going out playing, going home, you know, and it was interviews and everything. Like, I'd have Luke at my side, he'd do all the talking, I'd just be like, head down, yes, yes, you know. So that was the hardest part for me. It was like, I love strongman, but I didn't want to do the talking side. And I think I just built the courage to kind of just be like, right, if I want to do this sport as a living, you know, I just need to man up and kind of each interview that comes, try and get better and better with it. And even now, you know, I'm sitting here doing this, but if this was 2, 3 years ago, you get 1 or 2 words from me. So, I mean, I kind of had to like mature quick, you know. I mean, all my mates were jobs, matured, you know, girlfriends by the time they were 20, 21, they were all matured and stuff. But, you know, so I was like, I want to prove people wrong, you know. I want to prove, like, people that thought, like, oh, you're not going to do anything in your life, you're not going to get a girlfriend, you're not going to do nothing, you know, because my grades in school didn't really, you know, do the best. So I left school, you know, got a girlfriend at 18 years old, and then moved out my house, I think it was at 20. So I was like, already that's a massive step for me, because, like, before I had my girlfriend, I was just at home doing nothing, you know, was no confidence. But Sinead, who I met at 18 in Belladrum, you know, at a festival, she's really confident though, so she really helped me get out my shell, you know, meet new people, go do a lot of things in it. And having her, like, coming to the strongman, she kind of keeps my cool. She's just amazing. I mean, like, if I didn't meet her, I don't think I would be able to do stuff, but not as much as I'd be to now. And I think my mum and dad pushing me to do, like, new things really kind of made me independent and helped me to get, like, where I am today. Because, like, a lot of people in the strongman game as well said, like, Tom, you're the future. This was when I was, like, in the junior ranks, you know, 21, 22, oh, Tom, you're the future, you're this, you're that. But, you know, I was physically strong, but mentally was the thing that really let me down when I was a junior. I mean, I thought I was going to win every junior title there was, but it was my mental aspect of things. If, you know, if I came last in an event, that would be me done, you know. I couldn't say that, oh, I can still win this. I would just throw my stuff away, walk off, and that would be me done. And it wasn't until I came last in Britain's Strongest Man in, I think it was 2017. I didn't even finish the comp. I came 13th, so that was dead bottom. Didn't get to the stones, and I kind of just went backstage. And that's when Shay came to me and, like, said, "Oh, go out there and do stones. Go out there and do stones." I was like, "No, I'm not going to do it." So that was when I kind of went home. I was like, you know, am I capable of doing this sport? Because, like, physically I could do it, but mentally I just was in bits. You know, I just didn't believe in myself. When you have, like, loads of people putting pressure on you, like saying, oh, you're the next big thing, you know, that piles on your shoulders. So I took a month or 2 off the sport, and then came back and, like, got my mental aspect just bang. I think I just took all the pressure off myself and just believed in me. And if people want to say, oh, Tom's the next best thing, Tom's not going to do nothing, they can. I just kind of started concentrating on myself and really got my mind thinking that, like, you know, I can be the best and I need to say it, I need to prove it. And having Sinead, Luke, the family there to help me was one of the best things, you know. Obviously, like with strongman, you know, you're away from family, you know, you have to kind of sacrifice a lot of things. And in my eyes, strongman's probably one of the toughest mentally, like on your mental, you know, you have to be mentally and physically strong. I think it's one of the toughest sports you can do. And for me, having Asperger's, you know, and autism, and, you know, putting it out there that, like, people with this disability can do stuff, you know, and it's just a label. And the amount of people I've kind of helped to say, like, oh, you know, they want to be the next Tom Stoltman, because it's just unbelievable, you know, and that's what I want to keep doing. And it's just, yeah, putting yourself in situations that you never thought you could handle is a great feeling as well, you know, because, like, I've been in situations in strongman where Luke's not been there, you know, I have to get out of it myself, and it's just, I can now do that, you know, whereas I didn't ever be able to do that without anybody around me. So yeah, it's a great feeling. I've always kind of said, I mean, like, going through school, the thing that stuck up to me was, like, a teacher said, oh, you're not going to do nothing, and that kind of stuck with me, because, you know, a lot of people, with people with additional needs, you know, if someone says that, they'll believe it, and I believed that for a long time. So I just think you need to kind of keep around positive people, you know, choose the right group of people you want to be around, make sure there's loads of positivity in your life, and that whatever you want to do, whatever goal you want to set, if it's the biggest goal, smallest goals, just go out and smash it, because, you know, I'm an example of it, you know, and I've proved hundreds and hundreds of people wrong, and that's what kind of I'm wanting a lot of other people to do, and that's what I'm trying to show people, that, you know, just because I've got Asperger's doesn't mean I'm going to sit back and not achieve goals, you know. I want to be the best in the world, and I'm going to be the best in the world. So yeah, I just think have a positive attitude to everything you do, and just be around positive people, and you'll get far in life with those two things. My mum was there through day one, you know, and my dad's been there as well. It's been harder for him because obviously he works on the oil rigs as well. So when I kind of got diagnosed, he was working abroad, so it was harder. But I mean, my sister worked at groups that had autistic people there, so she was like the chairperson of it around the Highlands. So that was a massive help. She was a step above everyone in it, so that was kind of an advantage for me. You know, everyone kind of just everybody accepted who I was in my family. You know, there's nobody disowned me. Everybody was helpful, and, like, they just kind of knew that I wasn't as mature as, you know, the other family members. They knew that I had to process things slower, so they just helped me. And like Sinead as well, massively thankful for her, because she kind of not really experienced it. You know, when I came to her, she thought I was, you know, like, overly shy, you know, because head down. When I went to meet her parents, it was just like 1-2 words, but then they kind of knew what the, you know, autism was, and from, like, the day I met them, they made me feel comfortable, you know. And it's just unbelievable having the right people, like I said, around you to kind of get out your shell and blossom.
So an understanding of autism and awareness of autism is going to help massively. Like, people knowing that it's going to help people in that same situation.
Yeah, 100%. It's that's what I'm trying to do, you know, help people. And I've talked to a lot of school and had a lot of, like, ambassadors and contact me, and that's what I'm trying to do. Just get that word out. It's just being positive and not letting anybody kind of stop your goals, you know. So, you know, don't give up on your life. Always achieve your goals, what you set up to do, and just kind of, you know, try and make the hard times as easy as possible in your head as you can be, you know. And always, if you're not sure of things, ask questions, and don't ever hesitate to kind of, you know, ask the question twice, 3 times. You know, no one's going to think you're stupid. Just if you're not sure, just do it, and just attack life like you're there to live it, you know, and just live your life to the fullest.